Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Dexter Zile, and you are not. I'm here with the lovely, lovely Lizzie Zink.
Hello, everybody.
And wasn't that performance just astounding?
I
honestly, I loved it so much. Like, it was honestly emotional. I've had a lot of people on the show, and they played me such beautiful music, and all of them have really been emotional. But I will be honest here. Yours are the only one that have almost brought me to tears.
Oh, my goodness.
They were so powerful. I loved them so much. And if you missed the performance, it'll be up on my YouTube channel either later tonight or early tomorrow. If you want to check that out, just look up Live from A306 on YouTube, and you'll be able to find Lizzie Zink's performance. You can just look up her and Live from A306. And for all the people listening on YouTube right now, hello from past me. Anyway, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I love performing.
I'm glad you do.
I miss it. I don't perform nearly as much as I would like to while I'm here, but I decided while I'm at school, I do school.
Right, exactly.
I do a lot of school. And it's good. I'm learning so much information. I feel like this knowledge. Power. It's like, I'm like, oh, it's awesome. But it's kind of been a goal of me. Of me? That doesn't make sense. Of mine. My brain is turning off. I've done my performance. I'm like, okay.
Time to shut off. No, I get it.
It's almost past my bedtime.
Oh, no, I feel that.
No, but I've been trying to make it a goal to at least perform in some capacity once a semester. Mm-hmm. And so this is my first performance this semester, and it's been awesome. It's
I'm
nice.
so glad. I'm very glad to be your first performance. Speaking of performances, you were telling me during the music break that you had a calf show story to tell me about.
It was okay. So I was in my buddy Sky's calf show performance. It was in September. It was like the very first calf show, so it was a really big deal. The first calf show of the semester. It's like,
right.
Oh, it was the Monday, which preparing. Oh man, that was difficult because we had 1 week being back from school.
Yeah,
so we rehearsed
hard.
From like 8 to 10 or 10 to 12 every night. It was great, and it ended up being wonderful. And I arranged 5 of the tunes for that.
Whoa, okay.
Which was a blast. The instrumentation, it was like a rock band with 4 string players. She likes to call her genre popra.
Popra?
It's brilliant. She's classically trained. So anyone who wants to check out Sky's music, she just goes by Sky.
Okay.
She's wonderful. She released a new single today.
Nice.
She's the bomb. Super proud of her. So, anyway, she's fronting this calf show, right? So I'm on there playing synth and singing BGVs. Background vocals for those who don't, click on your track and rename them BGVs.
Right.
So we were having a blast. We're just cranking it out. It's going so well. And we get to Separate Ways by Journey. Which, let me tell you, arranging strings for that. Oh, so it starts with like dun dun dun, and they're like dun dun. I know that you can't see me moving necessarily on the radio, but I'm getting really into it. But it was so good, and all of a sudden, after the first chorus, the guitar drops out, and we're like, I just look at him because I'm standing next to him. I'm like, excuse me, and then the bass drops out, and then the other synth goes out, and then my synth goes out, and I'm like, what is happening? And all the mics go off. We're like, power outage? ?
Right, jeez.
Within 15 seconds, the fire alarm had gone off, and it cuts all power in the calf, or at least for the stage setup.
Right.
And we had to evacuate.
Oh my
in the
God.
in the middle of the show.
Boy, wouldn't that be weird?
It was so uncomfortable because we're like, so can we just like go? Like, can we keep going? They're like, no, we all have to evacuate. And I'm like, well, I have all my equipment here. I don't want to leave this inside.
Right.
But we can't pack it up. So we're just awkwardly all standing there until the guy in the back's like, yo, so the fire men just came in and said that we have to evacuate. I'm like, there's an actual fire? If the firemen actually came, then...
Right, yeah.
Oh, dear, it's not a drill?
Yeah, that's
like
some real
bummer.
Stuff right there.
Okay, so eventually we evacuate, and we're all like, let's get a picture in front of the fire truck, which didn't happen because apparently that's not allowed. So
jeez, nothing's
I'm just
away.
warning everyone now, if you're trying to get a picture in front of a fire truck in front of a building they're trying to evacuate, just don't do it. It's not a fun time. I so appreciate what they did, though. They're heroes, everyday heroes.
Right.
I don't think anything actually happened in 160. I think.
I don't remember anything happening.
No, it wasn't an actual fire. Just something went off, and I was like, bro, because we didn't get to finish our show.
Oh, that sucks.
It was a bummer, and we didn't get a redo because they'd already
that's not
booked
fair.
everything. It was a bummer, but thankfully we already had another show booked.
Okay, good.
Off campus at an event where we did end up playing those final 3 songs, which was great. So we got through most of the show. It's just the final 3 songs were the best ones.
Right, you saved the best for last.
we
You
were
couldn't
like,
even do it.
But anyway, I remember being rather frustrated.
Yeah, really.
That was your immediate reaction is what the heck is going on, and oh crap, well now we can't finish, and it's sad because we worked really hard. But then I just could not help but laugh. I'm like, the fire alarm just went off. Like, what are the odds that sometime from 10 to 11 p.m. on a Monday night
Yeah, really.
that the fire alarms are going to go off? But you know what? So is life.
Yeah, I mean,
So
I know it sounds
always
weird.
be prepared.
It sounds weird to say that fires are like a weekend thing. And that's like such a weird thing to say.
But at Berklee, that makes sense.
Yeah.
No, I get that. That's funny. Oh my goodness.
Fires are just a weekend thing. No, they don't happen during the week. No, not at all. Wow, what a... Dang, that must have really sucked. Oh,
It did. It sucked, but it's a great story. That's how I think about it. The bad things that happen in life, I'm like, well, I have a good story. Sometimes they're funny, and sometimes they're just kind of sad. It's kind of just depressing, and those are not necessarily stories I share frequently, but they're stories, and that's good. Humans, each of us individually, we're made up of a bunch of stories. And
Yeah,
I
that's
think
true.
that's a really interesting thing.
Yeah, if you want to get philosophical with it, you could argue that the entirety of the human soul and body is just all memories.
Yeah.
Ooh. Because if
philosophy.
you could
this is my kind of thing.
I'm right there with you. You could take the mind out of someone, and they're just a body. It doesn't matter about that. It's the memories that mind has that really makes. Oh, you know what? We should start a podcast all about.
Let's do it. Oh my goodness. I'll do all the research and do the science stuff. I love that kind of stuff.
That'd be really awesome.
I just said stuff 4 times. It probably does not make me sound very academic, but I have been up for several hours.
Honest to God, I have been thinking about having a podcast for an hour right after this slot.
That would be so fun.
Because last week I had...
And then it would go late. It'd be from 10 to 11. It'd be deep talks at night.
Exactly. We could have the nice, smooth voice going on. But last week when I had my friend Sam on, she was like, I don't know why you didn't use... Because, my DJ name is Dexter. And she was like, why didn't you use the name Dexter's Laboratory? That just fits. And I was like, yeah, you're right. And I was like, wait a minute. That could be the podcast name. And so I'm like, when can I get this done?
Yes,
and I'm
yes.
I started thinking about battery noises.
So for it.
And graphics and stuff. Look out for Dexter's Laboratory probably coming up after spring break. Because I want to have spring break to get all of it set.
That would be so cool.
I'll definitely message you about it. We can have a whole conversation about this.
I'm so excited.
It's going to be fun.
Ideas. We love new ideas.
Exactly. Well, before we go, one last question for you. How do you think you did tonight?
Oh.
Because, I think you... 15
thanks.
out of 10 here, man.
Oh,
by
I'm blushing.
far.
Thank you. Well, I've missed performing, so I know I definitely felt really good performing.
Right. Oh, no, you definitely sounded like it, too, and you were really into
nice. It's just so nice.
I had a lot of people texting me. They're like, wow, she's really playing with all the heart and soul. And I was like, oh, yeah. You should see her. She's doing it.
Oh, so precious. Oh, my goodness. I'm slightly under the weather, so vocally I was like, oh, well, we'll see what happens. And you know what? It happened. So that's about all I can ask for at this point is I didn't lose my voice. So this was definitely a good performance in my book. And I love this setting, which makes it 20 times more cool.
Right.
Because it's weird because it's an intimate setting and yet it's being broadcast everywhere. It's so strange. It's I love that kind of stuff. Thinking about perspective.
Weird. Yeah, no. It is the atmosphere, TM, is really good here.